Hello. So it's about, well, let's see here. Me and my constant timer setting. We've got about 20 minutes until that 8-hour mark, but I figured I would check on this. I've got some tea brewed up here. It's, I believe it's Celestial Seasonings. It's called Tension Tamer. It smells really good when you smell the two of them together, and I'm also trying to use it up because I don't like it for drinking. But it's got ginger, cinnamon, chamomile, all kinds of good stuff in there that would otherwise be safe to use. So let's see here. Let's check on this real quick. So this is the henna, and it's not really dark on the top, but you can tell that there's a clear color difference there, so it's safe to go ahead and start using it for that. It probably would be a more drastic color difference if we were a little bit warmer. It's still pretty cold here. We actually had flurries most of the day today, so pretty chilly, but it's doing what it needs to do, and you should definitely be able to see the color change between those two shades there. Alright, I'll stick this back up here. So what I'm going to do, I've got that tea brewing. I made it rather strong. Actually, this one should be done too. What I did was, for this cup, which is about 1.5 cups worth when you fill it all the way up to the top, you can actually see the rim here where it was filled to. I used 4 tea bags, so I made it pretty strong. I don't want it real hot. I've got about 2.5 cups total in here. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, but I certainly needed more of the lemon juice than I thought I would need. So we've got that. I just washed my hair. It's still pretty damp. I'm trying to let it dry while we're doing this, and I've changed into my typical dyeing my hair clothes. Old dye on there. Very lovely. I know. Great luck, right? But whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to add a little bit of honey in there just because that'll make it smell good. And who can argue with that? I'm going to be sleeping with this stuff on my head all night, so I need it to at least be decent. Not give me a headache the whole time I'm sleeping. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. This is about a tablespoon. It's a pretty large spoon here. I'll go ahead and do about 2 of those. That one's kind of heaping, so maybe 2 in a teaspoon or so. Best honey ever. Actually, this is like what honey is supposed to taste like. It's Mountain Ridge. So I'll stick that up there. Pretty sure I'm done with that. And then we'll stir this in here. Now this tea is warm, but not hot. Get that stirred in. I'm thinking I'll probably add a little bit of ginger and a little bit of clove just for smell. And the clove is supposed to help intensify the red or something. Not that I know the difference at this point, but hey, I'm not afraid of color, so I'm trying to decide though if I should add it into the liquid or into solid. I think what I'm going to do, it's nice and firm, and definitely paste. And look at that, it's not fallen off at all. Look at that. Mixed up okay there. I think I'll go ahead and put my gloves on, because I'm sure at this point if I touch it wrong it will stain me, and well, I don't want to be orange. Not really. For those that are latex sensitive, Target did also have the vinyl gloves for the same price and the same quantity. So if you like the idea of having decent gloves but don't want to deal with latex issues, there you go. Okay, I'm not going to pour it all in, I'm just going to pour a decent amount. Whoa, hello! Let's stir that in. Don't know how much of this you can see. It's looking real gross. Let's see here. Look at that. It's all nasty and muddy looking. Well, apparently I was sitting there talking to myself, which is awesome. But I resorted to using my hand and squishing it up. It's kind of this muddy, sticky, pasty but it squishes really easy too. So, kind of like a little kid making mud pies, I guess. It's a fun experiment. It smells a lot better when you've got the tea in there. Doesn't make the smell go away, but it kind of neutralizes it. And I'm getting this on my arm here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to wipe that up so I don't end up with splotches on me, which would be real fun. That's actually very, very promising. Barely on my hand for a teeny tiny bit. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a tiny bit of orange already right there just from it sitting on the skin. So that tells me that it's pretty well done. And I think I'm going to leave the consistency at this, and if I'm putting it on and I find that I need it to be a little thinner, I'll go ahead and add the rest of that tea. Otherwise I'll just have somebody drink it. Stick it in the fridge for the kids for tomorrow or something. And let's see here, get that off these gloves because, well, this one's okay. I'm going to replace this glove though, just because it's already down onto the wrist there, and I don't want to chance staining my arm up too bad. I'm sure I'll miss and I'll probably end up with really fun splotches, and I'll show them to you tomorrow, but for right now we're going to play it safe. Okay, so my hair is still, I would call it damp, and it's getting dry on the tops, so it's probably okay to go ahead and get started with that now. Get those put away, and I'm going to Vaseline up around the edges of my hair, and I'm going to have this lovely pile thing going on here when you see me next. And I'm not going to like bore you with probably the hour that it's going to take me to shove this stuff into my hair, but I'll do brief clips here and there. I'll leave it running and then I'll edit it later. Whatever, that works. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I don't completely trash my bathroom with the henna goopy fun time stuff. We'll see. Alright.